A whole nation was talking about this movie. The whole nation was waiting for the second part of this movie because we wanted to know what happened in the climax of the first movie. I'm talking about this movie called Bahubali. What made Bahubali so successful? We were all waiting for the second part to come because we wanted to know why did Katappa kill Bahubali, isn't it? So teachers, should you have the same kind of sessions every day? When you go to the class, you greet the students, you take the attendance, then you explain the concepts, and finally you give them a homework and leave. This happens day after day after day, and it becomes so predictable, isn't it? So, the success of a movie depends on the unpredictability, the suspense. Similarly, for teachers also, the success of the session depends on how well you're able to change the way you handle each and every session. If children can predict this is how you're going to handle the session, then I think there's no fun. They're going to feel bored because they would know that it's the same day repeating one more time. I have seen teachers who use even the same words for every session. For example, when they want to ask the children if they understood, they just ask, understood? They say, okay. They don't even use new words. Please break the monotony that you have in your classrooms. Whatever you've been doing for all these years, it's well and good. But please go back and introspect if you have to change your way of teaching. One day, if you start your session with a concept, the next day, go with a story. The next day, go with a practical activity. So when you have different set of openings, when you have different way of handling the classes, children will find it amusing and your classes will be much more lively. This monotony also kills your creativity. You will not even realize this. Over a point of time, imagine you've been handling a subject for many years. So after 3 years, after 5 years, you know all the concepts by heart. So you wouldn't really take any effort to change. The concepts doesn't change. It is the same for a very long time. But the way we teach the concepts could be different. And that difference can happen only when you realize that the monotony is killing your creativity. Break this monotony in your classes. How do you do that? Please try new activities every day, new structure every day. Know students to offer you suggestions. Ask them what was more interesting. So if you handle 1 week of classes, ask them which class was more interesting for them. Do not let your regular routine self take control of your classes because that is not going to make you a great teacher.